We're fucking live! Welcome to the show, everybody. What episode is this? 5, I think?
Probably like 30.
Probably like 130. What have we been working on? What have we been working on? Well,
A lot. Like
a lot.
so much. Like so much that I don't remember.
Well, we did have a good jam session.
Yeah.
If you decided to listen to that, you kind of hear what we've been working. Bunch of different things. From everything from Rascal Flatts to Ted Nugent to...
We just been kind of messing around. A lot of different stuff. Just having fun. It's kind of what practice and jam sessions are for, though, you know?
Absolutely. Honestly, I think one of the most beneficial things for a guitarist is to get with his guitar buddies or even
Get another guitarist.
other buddies in general and just play music together. It really makes a difference in your timing. It makes a difference in your inventiveness. It
Well-
kind of hardens you against, when other people listen to you, you feel kind of embarrassed, It really is a huge benefit, so I highly recommend
Yep.
getting together with somebody if you're a musician.
That's right back to episode 1. Honestly, if you haven't listened to that, that's us being super awkward. But literally, one of the first things we said is to get into guitar, it's really beneficial just to have a friend, right? Hold you kind of accountable, right? You can't just be practicing on your own and really off time, off rhythm. Everything just sounds horrible. If you have someone there to hold you slightly accountable, even, it doesn't matter if they're better or worse.
Well,
it,
it's never good
changes
to
things.
it's never good to put anybody down,
Yeah.
but you definitely need someone to tell you like that sounds like shit or that sounds really good.
Yeah.
So at least you have some sort of way of finding if you're going in there's no right or wrong direction, but a way of finding if maybe you're off time or maybe you're out of key and maybe you can't hear it because you're not experienced. It really helps to have somebody there that's going to be honest.
Yep.
It's
It's good to have somebody,
Let me
so when
tell
you're
you.
practicing a riff, they can scream when you get it right and throw you completely off.
I'll tell you right now, if it's way better for you and your buddy to be in a room and be like, that sounds like shit, because the crowd, if you've ever played live, the crowd will let you know.
Yeah.
You'll see it in their eyes, dude. They'll be like, ooh, what the fuck is what the fuck is going on here, buddy?
Yeah.
And they'll let you know real quick, and that's that feels great for your old ego. But let me tell you, it's a lot better if your buddy's like, hey man, you're out of time, or hey, you're playing this not the way it sounds the best, or even just little things like, which pickup you use on which songs, I mean,
We were experimenting with that a little bit in the jam session.
yeah.
Go listen.
So, to button it up, what we've been working on out of the whole jam session, what stuck out to me was the Papa Roach song. What's it called? Between what?
Between the Angels and Insects or something like that.
Yeah. I really like the riff in that song.
It's cool. It's kind of tough.
Let me warm up and let's try it real quick.
Yeah. All right. I'll throw it out there. I'll throw out exactly what I can do out of it.
Go ahead.
I forgot it. Yeah, that's it. I can't do anything else.
That sounded good though.
Yeah.
Let me try that again real quick. You got the chords?
Yeah, just the power chords.
Yeah, just do the power chords real quick. 3, 2, 1, yeah. That's about as far as we got. I can't really seem to get the last. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's repetitive, but it's tough. What else have we been working on?
I've been absolutely hating you for pinch harmonics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so if you don't know what pinch harmonics is, they sound kind of like... Now, when I play that note, that's what it sounds like without the pinch harmonic. But if you pinch harmonic it... that super high-pitched sound, that comes from when you pick a string with your pick and you, I mean barely, like an angel's kiss, graze it with your thumb post. Some people call them squealies when you're doing like the death metal, like that. I'm not very good at those down there though. There's no real way for anybody to teach you how to do that. Mostly you just gotta sit in a room and
Hate yourself.
fuck with it for hours and hours and hours and hours.
I am in full belief that Heavy decided to make a blood pact with some very, very terrible being in order to do that.
Dude.
So
Wouldn't be the first time. No, I'm just kidding. Now that if that was a fucking tried and true way to become like absolute, I'm not saying no. But hit us up at guitarpractice69@gmail.com.
if you're listening, it's stupid,
What's
dude.
some fucking Beelzebub knock on the door and say, "So you boys want to rock, huh?"
I want to rock.
That's like metal music. It's like
Jesus, man. Yeah,
the news.
That's basically what we've been working on, though. I mean, just kind of a lot of stuff. Honestly, if you want a super big update on what we've been working on, go listen to the jam sesh.
Yeah, that's really, I mean, in a nutshell, that's kind of what we've been.
It's what we do before literally every episode.
Yeah.
So we'll send one out every once in a while. All right, news.
Hit me with it.
Okay, so first thing I got, I thought this was hilarious, and I want to kind of expand on it a little bit. CIA caught in the back of a U-Haul truck. Okay.
Okay.
So, some random ass house in the middle of God knows where. I don't have a ton of information on this. I'm sure because
In the United States.
in the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah. Police go up to this U-Haul truck that's been parked outside for an undisclosed amount of time. Right? Just
Too
kind of
long.
Awkward. Too long.
Too long
right?
to be moving.
Yeah. Too long to be moving and nobody coming out of the truck. And they knock on the truck and with their hands up come out the back like 5 or 6 CIA agents.
You imagine they probably got like buckets of shit and piss in there, and they're just like, "Yep, this is my day job.
There's no telling, dude.
I'm sitting here all fucking day shitting buckets and eat fucking granola bars, and I look at this house."
I can only imagine, dude. That's honestly, I'm sure that's happened more than just this one time, right?
Bro, I was in the military, and standing watch is like an integral part of like your whole career. It's really boring, and it's exactly how it sounds. You watch
Yeah. So now stand watch inside of a U-Haul truck for days.
for hours, dude. Sleeping, eating, every bodily function you do in the U-Haul.
What happens in the U-Haul stays in the U-Haul.
Yeah, these guys are probably just gay, just
Dude.
butt fucking each other. They're just like, "Hey, man, I know you're straight, you got a wife at home, but I mean, we're gonna be in this U-Haul for a long time.
We're gonna be stuck in here for like a couple hours, dude. We might as well just bang it out."
I got some news.
Okay, throw it out there.
I think this was in Connecticut, but it doesn't really matter where, because I feel like this would have happened statewide,
Sure.
nationwide. The legislature of that state passed a law saying that high schools had to have tampon disposal bins and tampon dispensers in the male bathroom.
Whoa, pause. Brother.
I'm just gonna put a bow on this story right now. It took about 15 minutes for that shit to get ripped off the wall by a bunch of savage monkeys and thrown into the toilet.
I can only imagine. It's not where that goes.
If you need to listen to your constituents, otherwise you'll be wasting money, and that's exactly what happened here. I have another topic. It's called lab meat. Lab meat.
Oh, yeah.
Has been recently found, and by lab meat I mean meat grown in a lab by taking cells from an animal and pretty much growing them in petri dishes into like ground beef or whatever. I don't know, some sort of cell mass that continually reproduces. Well, there's another thing that continually reproduces cells, and it's called cancer. It turns out lab meat has a possibility of giving you cancer. And
makes sense.
I wrote this topic down before I found this out. Florida has outlawed lab meat. Period.
Okay.
Like, it is illegal in Florida to sell, hands down.
That almost ties back to one of the topics I brought up a few episodes back of you remember I was talking about they were growing mushroom leather in labs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that turn out?
I literally have no idea.
People ate it and tripped nuts.
No. They're using it for leather, bro, not food. But
what happened? It was just too expensive to.
I think at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a real similar thing, right? You're just literally taking cells of something that already exists. You're making them mass produce in a confined area, right?
Yeah.
Like a controlled area. It's real similar.
Yeah. There's got to be tons of chemicals that they have to use to do that shit anyway.
I assume, yeah.
At the same time, it's like American farmers are not the people you want to fuck with.
Nah, not really.
And I'll tell you another group of people you don't want to fuck with, and that's Christians. If you're, a God-fearing man, good for you. Someone sent me a picture of a statue of Christ.
Okay.
It was a family member who's devout, which I respect. I don't, believe what you want to believe. This is America.
Absolutely.
But don't think that your beliefs prevent you from. Yeah, don't believe that your beliefs insulate you from jokes, right?
Yeah.
And back in the day, natives used to have a guy that would make fun of everybody. Like, it was like their version of a court jester. So anytime anybody had an idea, the guy would purposely make fun of it, and if everybody laughed, then it was a good idea. But if everyone was like, "Yeah, you can't make fun of that, it's too sacred," then everybody knew it was a bad idea, right? Now, I don't get paid for this position, but I do it.
Yeah.
As a hobby.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
In training.
His fucking head was square. So I said it looked like if Jesus lived in Minecraft.
It's Steve!
Yeah.
Steve!
And,
I looked into the face of God and it was square.
yeah, shout out Meat Canyon. That channel is fucking hilarious. I got one more thing for all you gentlemen out there.
You got all the things, bro.
I got one more thing for all you gentlemen out there who like to treat your ladies with massive loads of cum.
Oh.
There's a supplement out there called Ball Refill. Have I told you about this?
Please sponsor.
I'll try it. I'll try it. I'm gonna need more tissues, but I'll try it.
Okay. Kleenex, please sponsor.
So when you watch porn and there's like this fucking huge ropey loads?
Okay.
Ball Refill is supposedly the culprit of most of the movies that people watch on cell phones in the bathroom.
How ridiculous, dude.
What's up on OfferUp? Bet you can find some Ball Refill on OfferUp.
Probably. Look hard enough.
Probably find some ball drain on OfferUp if you really want to do.
Alright, so what's up? So I went to kind of Cincinnati, Ohio area, right?
Nasty natty.
Yeah. Should be a lot of good stuff. I found a Squire electric guitar and amp. Comes with a little gig bag for $175. Okay, this Strat. Okay, it's a Stratocaster.
Okay.
Squire Strat. So
Squire
the
Strat.
Devil's Strat. What both of us play.
A lot of people don't like them, but I've been playing it for years.
It looks like it's in honestly really good condition underneath this guy's Christmas tree.
That sucks. There's probably a present. It was like, I don't want this shit.
Yeah, basically, it looks like
Shit's
it's
for nerds.
absolutely brand new. God, that's funny. But
Yeah,
$175, dude. That's a steal. That's not bad, dude. To get a guitar, a bag, and an amp, like, yeah.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
And I think anybody should buy that deal immediately.
Yep.
Where am I? St. Cloud, Florida.
Okay.
I think it's over by Orlando. We got a left-handed Ibanez RG370 with the hard case. It's sick. It's $400.
Ooh.
That shit's nasty, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful guitar. For $400, you can't beat it. Look at the wood.
I love that, dude.
That's hot shit.
That's one
dude.
of my favorite
I think it's
Ibanez
called
patterns
quilted
right there.
maple or something.
It's sick. That's not bad.
And a hard case
For $400?
for $400.
Okay, hard cases are not cheap.
Not too terrible.
Okay. I love Schecter guitars. I think they're the shit.
I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty metal, pretty rad.
Yeah.
I found a Schecter Omen 6 for $400 in Burlington, Kentucky.
Ooh. Ooh. Teal?
It's in like this teal, like oceany vibe. Okay.
Quilted maple teal, and do you get the Thunderbolt
Yes.
strap with
Yeah,
it?
it's got a Thunderbolt strap.
It's pretty
Sick
cool.
guitar, honestly.
Solid bridge, no whammy, but I mean, honestly, who needs
Who cares? Doesn't matter,
it?
dude.
That's a beautiful guitar.
Just play guitar.
Yeah.
That's
Got another
sick.
deal for the people in Orlando, Florida. It is another Squire Strat with the Squire 10G amp and a cable and all sorts of shit, really. Amp, guitar stand, strap, cord, all of it. $200. $200, and you can plug it in and play it.
$200.
Why wouldn't you?
All right. So I think that's about what's up with OfferUp.
Yeah, I mean,
There's so much out there.
$200, guys. It's definitely doable. Here's another one. It literally just says guitar in Kissimmee, Florida. Looks like an Epiphone Studio Les Paul. Beautiful. It's red. $200. It's at a pawn shop. You can find some good deals at pawn shops sometimes, but a lot of them are so beat to fuck and expensive that it may not be worth it.
Do a little bit of research while you're in the pawn shop, honestly. It's not going to hurt anybody's feelings, truthfully. Just
Yeah.
for you to Google a guitar real quick and see what it's actually going
Honestly,
for.
these days with OfferUp, they're probably just happy someone's in the building at that point. I mean, we didn't see
Yeah.
anybody. We went to a pawn shop today just to
Couple of 'em.
poke around, and wasn't a whole lot there, but you never know. Especially if you're looking for gear.
We did almost buy a guitar.
We almost did.
Yeah.
It was $50 though. Well, they had it listed for
Had
75.
it for 75. Honestly, could
It
have
looked like someone dropped it off a second story, but
Second story yacht on top of a 17-story
it
apartment
took
building.
an L, dude. It took a major L, but I don't like it when people throw away,
Yeah,
dude.
I get that.
Especially if the neck and the body is in decent condition. You could get your beginner guitar has a huge chance of becoming your main guitar because that's going to be the one that you're going to spend the most time on. Hence, case in point, my Squire Strat.
Yep.
I play it all the time. Now, is it the same? No. Are
kind
the
of the point.
are the pickups worth more than the guitar? Yes.
It's the point, dude. It's your first guitar.
It works
You
good.
do whatever you want.
I think it sounds all right.
Sounds
Not
good.
too bad for a dude with a soldering iron.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't rocket science. You can do it.
YouTube's out there. You can learn.
Yeah.
All right.
What else do we got?
I'm not ready to close it, dude.
Not really.
No, we need to do something.
We could play guitar.
We could play guitar. It's almost like this guitar podcast is called Guitar Practice.
Yeah, we could practice our guitars.
Yeah, we could practice a little bit.
What about
So that blues lick. Let me add in a little flair.
Yeah, go
that I
ahead.
had
Set
on
your
my
shit up
blues
real
lick.
quick.
Yeah,
What is it? ZZ Top, wasn't it?
that was just the random thing you came up with.
I didn't come up with it. Somebody else came
No,
up
the
with
thing that you invented with your brain.
it. Please.
You
man.
invented it.
Go ahead and hit it. Go ahead and hit it. I'm going to take this fucking whiskey.
I already forgot it. Hold it.
You're not in the right tuning.
I'm not in the right tuning.
That sounds good. Ooh, a little flare on it now, boy.
Anytime, bro.
You go. You got it now?
I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it, brother. that was too much for my brain.
It's hard to solo, man. It takes
It
a lot
is.
of practice, dude.
That's different. It's like a muscle. I mean, you do have to flex it.
Yeah,
right?
man, that's
you have
an
to try.
art. I didn't think I did that good that time, but
I didn't.
it's just a muscle, man. You have to, you gotta keep working it, otherwise it just.
That riff is so fun though, dude.
Yeah, man. Well, it's
Or that
such a
little rhythm,
it's
yeah.
such a it's such a good chord set, it's such a good bass line, especially for, you know, beginners, because that's normally, except for like the, which is your major scale, pretty much. The second one you learn, most of the time, is that it's called the, I think called the pentatonic, which is the. Then you learn the pattern below it, which is the. And then you learn the pattern above it, which. So once you learn these patterns, you can start fitting them together, and eventually you can play.
The pattern above it.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever necessarily explained that one.
Oh, okay. So because the
'Cause I feel
guitar
really boxed in whenever I try
Yeah.
and do anything.
So because the guitar has such a range, kind of like a piano, how you can play super high note and super low note. It's like you play super low and super high. It has such a range that the notes, you can find the same note like 30 different places on the fretboard.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same note, and if it's not, if it's the same note in the key, it'll still work, right? So the pattern below.
So let's do E on fret 5. Just start there. So we know the normal pattern, right?
That's 7.
That's 7.
Yeah. Right? So that's your first pattern, right?
So we know how to go under it.
So your second pattern is underneath. Right? And they fit together. Like your top notes are going to be, like your further up the neck notes are going to be the same notes further down the neck from the last pattern, right? So I'll show you. So this is your first pattern. Right?
Okay.
This is the pattern beneath that. So it's 2-4-2-4. Use your second finger.
Up here?
Yeah. And then it's 2-4-2-4. That's the pattern above that. I mean, the pattern below that. Yeah. And the pattern above that, so here's your original pattern.
So you just go.
Starts here. So it's 2-4. That's 2-4-1-4. It starts on the 6th fret.
What? So do you start at the no? If you started at the root note, it would be
8th fret. My bad.
So you go here.
8 with your middle finger.
That's 8 with your middle finger.
That's 10. 2 down. There you go. 1-4. And then it's 1-3-1-3. Hold up, let me play it. So 2-4-1-4-1-4. 1-3 and then 2-4-2-4. And then to close it, go back to your root. Yeah. So everything follows that root. Once you start memorizing the patterns, then you know where is going to be in tune and where is not going to be in tune, in key, right?
Yeah.
Now, the thing is what I've noticed is you can bend any note, but some notes sound really good in the pattern when they're bent. So take your first pattern. That note that feels like it's like on the cliff. Bend that. That sounds good. See how that note is almost, I don't really know what they call them, but they sound good when they're bent.
Yeah.
Right?
Third, fifth, 7th?
Huh?
Is that 3rd, 5th, and 7th?
Not sure. Could be. I don't know a whole lot about music theory. You can bend that
3.
one.
That's 3. 4. 5.
Medium.
6.
mean? There's a difference between those two. Like one of them sounds really, really nasty bent. And some of them sound great bent, and some of them sound kind of out of place bent. And that, I'm sure there's theory behind it.
Third, fifth, and eighth.
But to me, I just experiment. And also at the same time is what kind of feel are you trying to create? And that really is, I guess you could say that really is like the theme behind playing the guitar.
If you're trying to create the feel of heavy in the brain, just fuck it all up a bunch and then you got it.
Yeah, you already got it. Anybody can do this shit.
Yeah.
Anybody. That being said, any closing thoughts? Keep practicing, guys.
Yeah, just keep practicing. That's a big one. That's always going to be the big one, right? Just keep practicing.
It's absolutely worth it, for sure. It's definitely worth it.
We're out here to try and motivate people to continue to practice, continue to get better.
And quite frankly, I'm out here to motivate myself to play guitar more.
I agree with that.
I've been playing guitar for years, but there's been some serious and long dead spots in my playing just because, don't get me wrong, it's fun to sit in your room and play guitar, but at the same time, it's really, really way more fun to share it with people.
Yeah.
You know? Music is something that brings people together, and I think that sitting in your room and playing, although is awesome, especially if you're super motivated and disciplined, at the same time, there's nothing like getting together with a bunch of friends and jamming out.
I mean, take it from me. I've been playing guitar for exactly 0.2 years.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is fun.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I have picked it up before in the past, right? For
Yeah.
I don't know, getting motivated real heavy for, I don't know, a couple days, right? A couple days. And it turns into, I pick it up, once a week. Then it's I look at it a month later, and I'm like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, you look at it and you're just like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost embarrassing to look at it.
Yeah.
I used to do that shit.
Yeah.
And you're you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to, because the option is always there. For $200, someone in Orlando can get a guitar, an amp, a cord, a strap, a stand, all of it.
Yeah.
And they can get back into it. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Even people who you may not think actually play music, you never know. You never know.
Anyway.
Keep practicing,
Yeah,
guys.
feel free to reach out to us too, honestly. If you're practicing and just unmotivated and you just want a little bit of motivation or something, we'll definitely tell you how bad you are and how much you need to practice to get better. Email us at guitarpractice69@gmail.com.
Having the brain out.